Now let's charge the fees. You can see here, according to our information, we do have fees. We need to be careful here. So remember, we do charge the fee. We charge the fee to the instructing attorney. At the same time, there were fees which were charged when we collected the money from the other party, which is what female. So in this case, this part, as you can see here, we did charge the fee of 12,000 here for divorce. Can you see now? We also charged a fee there of 3,000 there. We also charged a fee of 1,500. We also charged the fees of what? Of 450. Can you see now? All these fees are the fees which belongs to us. We charge these fees. These are the fees, the ones that you see here on this side. Can you see now? And the other fees will be set off against these fees. But let's focus on the fees that we have first here. Firstly, we have got the fees of how much? Of 3,000. I'm going to write it down so that you can see what I'm talking about. We have got the fees of 3,000. 3,000 plus the other fee is how much? Is 1,500 plus the other fee is how much? Is 450. Okay, and this I'm talking about the above there. 450. So if I add them together, I think I get how much? 3,000. Okay, I get 5,950. Now, those are the fees. Those are the fees. Okay. Those are the fees which we charge. So here, all if you can add all the fees. Remember, you must focus on the credit or on this side, on the left-hand side. So this side is the fee that we charged for the whole process. Can you see now? So this is what we charged. Can you see now? And then when we performed, and these were the fees which were also charged on the other side. Okay. So now let's focus on this one. This is the fees which we charged. So in other words, I'm gonna go and account for these fees. And here, how many fees did we have? We only have one fee of how much? Or the fee was how much? Was 12,000. Okay, the fees were 12,000. I'm gonna write it down here as the fees. The fees which I have here are how much? 12,000. Okay, those are the fees which I have here. So I'm gonna account for these fees. Obviously, fees. What are the fees to us? So the fees, as you know, these fees are what? Are our incomes. So we must know that. The fees are our incomes. So the fees are our incomes. And then obviously, when I go and record, I must understand the rules of incomes. Okay. Where do incomes increase? The incomes increase on the credit side. You see now? So this is very much important. So you must go and increase the incomes on the credit side. So you still need to know the rules of account equation. Okay, so make sure that you know how to do that. So obviously, when I go and record, I know where to record those fees. So I'm gonna go to the fee account, and those fee accounts, I need to go to the credit side because those are my incomes. So I'm gonna go and try to find fees, and I'm going to go and record the information. So I know that when I go to the fees, I must go to the credit side of the fees. Remember, these fees are for the business, so they belong to me. So I'm going to write correspondent, but I'm going to just say business. Okay. There's a journal called fee journal. Sometimes they just call it business journal, but I prefer to call it fee journal. So the first amount was how much? If I remember very well, how much was it? I think it was 5,950. Okay, 5,950. Okay, see, this is the fee that I charged. And for the second case, I also charged a fee. I also charged a fee, and the fee was how much? Fee journal or business journal, it's up to you. And then I think it was something like 12,000. Yes, I'll go back to the statement, you'll see that. So those are the two fees which we charged. Those are the two fees which we charged. Okay, so it means these fees belong to us. Okay, so make sure that you follow procedure. So the fees which we charged here, you can even go and check. This is what I added there on top there. So I made sure that I analyze them before I transfer them. Can you see now? This is about 3 fees here, about 3 fees here. Okay, don't worry about the fees on the other side. I'm still gonna explain and record them for you. Obviously, these are like expenses. So this is what I'm going to set off when it comes to these fees. Ne? So let's make sure that these fees are correct at the end of the day. Okay. So now, if we continue, I want us to go back to the fees. So when we go back to the fees, let's make sure that we know how to do that. Okay, I'm just going to show you now. I'm back here at the fees. Okay, just for a moment. Yes. Now, so this fee is 5,950 and the other one is 12,000. So I must also show that these fees are owed by the correspondent business. So let me write it here. This means a debtor. This means someone who owes me. And then obviously I'm dealing with the instructing attorney. I'm just trying to give you more information so that you can understand. I don't want you to. This is the instructing attorney. Right, quickly here. Attorney. Okay. It makes sense. This is the person that I'm dealing with. So now I must also show that these fees are owed by this, because obviously this is business. So I need to charge the fee. So I must charge the instructing attorney. So the instructing attorney is my debtor at the end of the day. So I must charge. But remember, when I charge, I don't only charge what? The fee. I'm a VAT vendor. I must also make sure that I include VAT. So if we calculate VAT now, for example, if you say 5,950 times, remember VAT is 15%. You can multiply it by 15% and thereafter add that 15% back to VAT. There are various ways of including VAT. So 5,950, I'm just going to say 5,950 times 1.15. Can you see now? That is the amount including VAT. So I get 6,843. So the 6,843 is the amount that I'm going to charge the data. So I'm going to come here to the debit side here to show that I'm charging here. I'm going to write fee and VAT. Let me just put it like this. And VAT normally goes to the fees journal. And how much is it? It's going to be 6,843. 6,843. Now I just added VAT on this amount because obviously this must always include VAT. The same applies to the other one for the 12,000. I need to go and include VAT. I'm going to say fee and VAT, and then I'm going to say FJ, and I'm going to say how much. 12,000 inclusive of VAT is 13,800. So this is, I think you know how to calculate VAT, guys. You can either say 12,000 times 15%. The answer that you get, you add it back to 12,000. You can say 5,950 times 15%. The answer that you get, you add it back to 5,950. or the easiest way is to say 5960 times 1.15. You will get that amount. Can you see now? So this one is including VAT, must go to what? To the correspondent business. But the fee must always exclude VAT. Remember, this is an income for the business. Always exclude VAT. Always exclude VAT. Do not include VAT. You include VAT at your own risk. Always exclude VAT. Okay. I hope everything makes sense. Remember, I'm still dealing with the fees. Now, we do have the other fees on the other side, remember here. So these are like the fees which are expenses to us. So we do have the fees here. We've got the fees of 1,000 here. We've got the fees of, where is it, 1,000 there. And then we also have a fee of 500. We've got a fee of 150. Can you see now? I think I forgot something here. I think this one, I think I added incorrectly. So I think, yes, I think I forgot to put 1,000 because 1,000 is also, I think, sorry about that, it's 1,000, 4,000, 5,000, it's for 3,000. So I think I'm missing an amount here. I was supposed to put the collection commission is also a fee. I was supposed to also add here on the fees here. Sorry about that, guys. The calculation here is missing. Here I forgot to add 1,000 because 1,000 is also a fee here. I think so. Let me just double check with my calculator. I think on the calculator I did do the right thing. Let's see. It's 4,000 plus 1,500 plus 450. Yes, my calculation was correct, but I forgot to show this as a part of the calculation here. You must add that. For this part, I'm going to have 1,000 here. I'm going to have 500. I'm going to have 150. I'm going to have 380. Can you see now? And those fees, so if I add them together, 1,000, can you use the calculator from your side, 1,000 plus 500 plus 150 plus 380. On my calculator, I get, these are also the fee expenses, but I must also go and reduce. I'm going to set off the amounts. So I'm going to go there. I get 198. I get 1,980, but because they are expenses, those fees, I'm going to come here on the credit side and I'm going to write fees. No, not fees, correspondent. I'm going to write correspondent. I'm going to write business. FJ or business journal, it's up to you. FJ or business journal. And then how much was it when I added? I found 1,980. Okay, that's what I found. Remember, this is what we charged here. This is what we charged. This is what belongs to us. These are the fees which we're supposed to pay to the instructing what? It's what we collected from the whole process, and we're supposed to take them to what? To the instructing attorney. But instead of taking this 198 to the instructing attorney, we just have to minus it from what we collected. Can you see now? And check how much are our what? How much are our fees? Can you see now? These are our fees, and these are the fees which we're supposed to be taking to the instructing attorney. We just have to set off the amounts. Okay. And we must do the same for the other fees. Let's see how much we have here. Under the second case here, we only have a fee of 4,000 here. Okay, no problem, 4,000. By the way, this was a previous paper, so don't be confused if you see, because the VAT that they used here, they used 14%, but for me, I used 15%, the current one. So if you use 14%, your VAT is going to be like the ones that you see here. Can you see now? It's the ones that you see here. So don't worry about this. I want you to know how to calculate them. Okay. So this here, they did calculate, this is the VAT that you have here, and then this is the VAT that you have here. But don't worry about this, as long as you know how to calculate VAT. So I'm just here, I'm only having 4,000. I want to go back there and record the 4,000, okay? Where is it? Where is it? I'm just gonna write 4,000 here. Correspondent, yes. Business. Correspondent 4,000 here. Can you see now? This is what excluding VAT. The same thing that we did here, obviously, we need to go and charge and record in our business status, but we need to include VAT. So if you take 1980, you include VAT. So you say 1980 times 1.15, I get 227. So now I'm gonna come here. And I'm gonna write fee and VAT. It's very rare to find, like, it can be confusing if you've got two cases at the same time. Fee and VAT, and then the fee journal or business journal, it's up to you. And then I got 277. Remember, I used for 15%, not 14%. I also have another one, 4,000 times 1.15 fee and VAT, and I got how much? Let's see. You must also calculate from your side, guys. I got 4,600. So I don't want you to rely on the statement. Always calculate it from the figures you see. You see how does it? It works the same way. It's just that here, this is the amount that I'm going to pay to. This is the one that I'm going to pay to the instructing attorney. This is what belongs to us. So this one increases. Remember, incomes increase on the what? On the credit side. I think you know by now. The incomes increase on the credit side and they decrease here. So you need to understand the basics here. Okay, so make sure that you go through this. So those are the fees which we have charged. Okay, so it's important for you to know how are the fees going to be accounted for. Can you see now? And thereafter, I'm going to do the transfers between trusts account, okay, and thereafter between the business bank account. So that is the next step. So I hope everyone understands. Guys, for more information, if you want to understand, you cannot do everything at the same time here because of time. I do offer private lessons. Some people come for me for private lessons. I can only answer some of the questions online, not all of the questions. Can you see? But I'm trying by all means to give you content, a lot of content for free. But if you need to master everything, you know where to find me.